Hello. The purpose of this presentation is to describe Merrill's First Principles of Instruction design model. We will discuss the history, lessons created based on the model, model steps, and how I plan to teach using this model. Let's discuss the history of Merrill's First Principles of Learning. In 2002, Merrill published First Principles of Instruction. In the article, he described the first principles, showed how model theories incorporated the principles, and translated theory terms to printable ones. The author concluded that all of the theories he reviewed included some of the first principles and that none of the theories contradicted them. Here, you can see a lesson designed to teach students to solve a travel problem, which uses the first principles of instruction. The teacher activates the students by discussing previous field trip experiences, also provides a problem entry document, and allows students to develop a problem statement and know, need to know list collaboratively. Next, she demonstrates by providing students with a sample presentation, guiding students through the PowerPoint platform and skills required to use the software, and discussing the presentation rubric. Third, students apply what they have learned by conducting a survey, which is a skill mastered in a previous unit, submitting PowerPoint challenge assignments, and submitting a proposal presentation. Students are provided with an opportunity to integrate their knowledge when they present the proposal to their peers and administrators and assist with the planning and implementation of the trip for the winning sites. You can see that the first principle, centering learning around a problem, in this lesson is created by the problem statement: how can we, as computer application students, persuade our peers to choose a specific field trip destination? Another lesson where this model was used is on the topic of disease statistics. The teacher activates the students by allowing students to read and discuss personal stories from teens living with diseases, provides a problem entry document, and allows students to develop a problem statement and know, need to know list collaboratively. Next, she demonstrates by providing students with a sample stamp, guiding students through the Microsoft Word platform and skills required to use the software, and discussing the stamp rubric. Third, students apply what they have learned by researching disease-related risk behaviors, submitting Microsoft Word challenge assignments, and submitting a risk awareness stamp. Students are provided with the opportunity to integrate their knowledge when they present the stamp to graphic designers and when the winning stamps are used for a pen pal project between district schools. I would like to note that the original focus of this lesson was to allow students to plan a health fair. However, we realized throughout the module that students would not have enough time to complete all steps necessary. Also, I would like the viewer to know that the link to the problem statement and know, need to know list must be opened by a person in the University of West Georgia organization, because these are student samples created by minors. The steps in Merrill's model include centering learning around a problem, activating previous experience, demonstrating what will be learned, requiring students to use knowledge or skills to solve problems, and encouraging students to integrate the new knowledge or skill into their daily life. I believe this model is similar to what I use for daily instruction, although I call it the gradual release of responsibility. An example of me teaching with this model would be my Canva infographic lesson, where I begin by centering learning around a problem by displaying an exemplar infographic and having the class develop a problem statement. I then activate previous experience by allowing students to post statistic estimates using Nearpod Draw. To demonstrate what is being learned, I show students how to use the statistic resource and Canva tools to create an infographic. Students will be required to use new knowledge and skills to create disease statistic infographics using Canva. And here is an example of the exemplar that students see. And this is an example of what they will be creating. The lesson content is integrated into students' daily lives when they create a speech to perform during the Black History Month program while their infographic is displayed. Thank you for viewing my presentation, and thank you to M. David Merrill, my reference.